And
We're
we
live.
are officially live.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Oh, excuse me.
Aloha
Aloha.
to everyone out there and yourself.
Double aloha to everyone out there. Um, yeah,
And
man. So
it's a
how
late
you?
night.
It is a late night. I actually just got off work, rushed home just so we could do this.
Well, it's a big night, that's why.
It is. Well, for a few reasons. One, it's probably gonna be the last time we record for at least a week because you're headed to good old Brazil.
Yep.
And not only that, but there was a lot of news that dropped specifically today, but a lot of good news. I mean, a lot of news in general this week, but a lot of good stuff today,
For sure, yeah.
and some bad stuff.
Yeah. It's gone both ways.
So let's kick it off with the bad news, which I'm sure everybody's already aware, but we're just going to discuss it real quick. So let's kick it off with the bad news, and then we'll end with a bang with like the big news that I'm sure probably everybody's already aware of anyway, but who cares? We're going to discuss it.
Why not?
Why not? So first up, Emerald City Comic-Con was officially canceled this afternoon.
Crazy.
Due to fears of the coronavirus. Emerald City Comic-Con takes place in Seattle. Seattle is sort of I guess you could say a hotbed for the coronavirus right now, especially with those nursing homes. And so they decided to actually postpone the show. They didn't cancel, sorry. They postponed the show until this coming up summer at some point. They haven't released a date, but just said summer of 2020. Which then in turn, I don't know if it necessarily prompted them to do it, but South by Southwest in Texas then got canceled, which was supposed to start like any day now, and it was supposed to run for 10 days. So South by Southwest was then canceled, which now makes me worried about Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City. I know Planet Comic-Con is not as big as Emerald City, and it's not as big as South by Southwest, obviously, but it's still a big show.
Right.
Last I knew, though, they say that they're going forth with it, man, that they're going to continue and they're going to push, but
they'll have sanitization stations around the
lots of sanitization.
Yeah.
Is what you should be doing. To a respiratory therapist, I learn a lot. So if anybody has any questions, let us know. Yeah, so yeah, let's see here. We got Eat That Horse. First of all, Eat That Horse, welcome. I think this is the first time I've seen you post, man. So welcome. We love seeing new faces. It's pretty dull every year. Oh wow, I've never been. I've heard good things, but I've never been to that one. Man, that's rough. Well, they are postponing, so maybe those people will still show up in the summer. That's gonna be the other thing too, is how many of these people that were gonna be at these cons and things are gonna show up at the new dates.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, because I mean, they're postponing to summer with an optimistic outlook on the whole situation, right? But who knows what the summer's gonna be like?
Yep. I don't know, man. I'm
still taking the chance.
I'm getting nervous with Planet Comic-Con though.
Yeah.
Because today, where I'm at here in Omaha, there was actually the first confirmed case of coronavirus in Omaha today.
Wow.
I'm pretty upset about that one. That one's some BS. The woman traveled to the UK, came back, got sick, obviously knows that the coronavirus is going on, waited 12 days before going to the hospital. She was sick for 12 days before going. And now she's like in serious condition, apparently, because she has got like pneumonia and a bunch of other crap going on.
Wow.
Because she waited so damn long. So what the fuck? Why do you wait 12 days? I don't know. Anyway, so there's a lot of freak out right now where we're at too. Everybody's like, oh my God. So we'll see what happens. But I was going to say, either way, even if Planet Comic-Con does end up not happening or getting postponed or whatever, you still got to come down, because I'm going to have a bunch of books for you.
Yeah. I ordered a whole bunch of in-stock trade stuff to come to your house. So, I mean,
you did. You took advantage of a U.S. address.
I'm crashing for a weekend, and
I'll take you to some comic shops around Lincoln, or around Omaha and Lincoln. Fuck it, we'll road trip. We'll go to a few places.
Yeah, why not?
We'll create our own convention.
Yeah. Hardcover Comic-Con.
Hardcover Comic-Con across Nebraska.
On the road, yeah. Hold on, man. I got to get my charger. Sorry, I completely forgot.
Oh, no worries. So welcome everybody. For those that are just joining us, we're just touching base on the cancellations of Emerald City Comic-Con, South by Southwest, our potential fears of Planet Comic-Con Kansas City, because we're selfish and we don't want that to get canceled. We really want to hang out and go to that one here in a couple of weeks, so I guess we'll see. Okay, eat that horse. So I heard today that in mandatories that there's depending on the state. So like right now it's New York, Washington, California. I don't remember. I think there might be one other state, but in the states where they're having major outbreaks, the federal law has now put into place that your insurance company has to allow you to be able to get tested for free. And I'm sure they're probably going to expand that to other states if bigger outbreaks like the one in Washington and New York and stuff like that continue to happen. I'm sure that they would expand that, but they are doing that though. So that is pretty cool that, our federal government's doing something for us. Austin, what is up, my man? Good to see you.
What's up, Austin?
So enough about this fucking coronavirus. It's bumming everybody out. Let's talk some news. Let's talk some good shit.
Yeah.
Let's
talk some.
Let's talk about the future of comics. Do you want to kick off with the Batman thing, or do you want to just kick off with like the really fun stuff?
Let's start small and go big.
Okay. So we'll
you go for the Batman stuff. Go for the Batman.
Okay, so we'll start off with this little Batman thing. I want your guys' thoughts and opinions on this for those of you all that are reading the current Batman run. So today it was posted on Diamond's website that Batman issue 38, so going back, 50-ish issues at this point, Batman 38 was the first appearance and origin of Matthew Warner, a boy that was obsessed with his own parents killed. Now, this issue in the last week has jumped up 367% in like speculated value, because speculators are thinking that Punchline, who, as we know, was just announced, is actually Matthew Warner, who is somehow grown up, scarless, trained in combat, and transgender. The basis of said speculation has been circulated around social media and is a result of writer James Tynion, who I love that guy, saying she is not a nice guy. So because James Tynion said she is not a nice guy, everybody's now thinking that Matthew Warner is Punchline.
Slang.
And I think people are reading into shit way entirely too much. That's
what it is now. Like that, I'm pretty sure that's all the speculation is at this point. It's like people really reaching for shit.
And then there's all these you hear all these stories about people calling up their local shops and they're like, I want 10 issues of Punchline, and the shops are like, I've heard this from several different sources now, and the shops are like, you don't even collect Batman's not even in your pull list. Why do you want this one issue? Well, it's gonna be a big issue. I need like 10 copies. Man, I'm so tired of that shit. I mean, if you're a collector, great, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that. That's ridiculous.
Some things never change.
But anyway, so this Matthew Warner character
sure, why not?
Has now grown up in 50 issues somehow. Is now transgender, which is I could see the whole transgender thing being a possibility. Just there's a lot of that kind of stuff being put into comics and things like that. A lot of people bash it and say it's the woke culture. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't give a shit. But James Tynion himself is bisexual, so he's a creator that likes both sexes. So maybe he is trying to incorporate something that brings in some LGBTQ stuff into the comics.
I mean, aging in comics too, like there's all kind of explanations. Oh, he aged because of X or Y or some, it's comic books.
Yeah, I still don't believe the Matthew Warner thing. The transgender thing should be possible. But the rest of it just seems a little far reaching just because James Tynion said she's not a nice guy.
Yeah.
What? Okay, well, first of all, if that were the case, James Tynion, I'm sure, especially being a part of the LGBTQ community, I would assume he would use like what everybody is throwing out now as the proper pronouns, and he's not going to refer to her. Like, I don't know. I think that's just a figment of speech. I don't think he literally meant anything by it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Weird. It's a little ridiculous to me.
It's weird.
Oh, we got a comment here. Eat that horse. Isn't Punchline Asian? Pretty sure Matthew Warner wasn't. Whatever. Speculators complicating everything again, and other news water is wet. This just in. Your popcorn's been pissed in. News at 11. For those of you Kentucky Fried Movie fans. So yeah, no, man. I'm with you. I don't think the whole Matthew Warner thing that just doesn't make any fucking sense. But
the speculators spend their money on each other is weird.
And also, I think that's James Tynion is a brilliant writer, and in my opinion, and probably in a lot of your guys' opinions, I would think too. James Tynion is great. I love his. I just actually wrapped up his detective run, and it was such bitter fucking sweet when it ended. I was like, oh, like I loved it. It was such a good run, and that just seems like a really odd thing for James. Like that just doesn't. He writes epic shit. Like that just doesn't. Right. That just sounds like it's like I don't know, like a gimmick. You know what I mean? I don't know. It seems a little weird to me.
I don't know. I don't buy it either. I can't see, because like when they reveal that that's the case, that if it is Matthew Warner, I can't imagine that sort of, how they always say, oh, this is how I became Punchline from the last time you saw me. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that explanation would be something I'd see James Tynion writing. I just don't. It's just weird. I don't know. I think it's wild.
I'm with you.
I like what Austin said. Wolverine and Cyclops.
Yeah, what is this about?
I think it's a joke just because they had their little chummy moment.
Scott in a Speedo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Scott in a Speedo. That was funny. We can actually talk about that issue
around
now.
A while, man.
We can actually talk about that issue now. It's been long enough that I think we could openly talk about X-Men 7.
Sure.
So we can dive into that one here. Yes, people are reading into it. Also, there's no way he grew that fast. If Damian has stayed a damn midget since 2009, ain't nobody growing up in like 50 issues.
Hey, come on, man. John Kent went from like 12 years old to 17 within 6 issues.
That's thanks to Bendis, though. That's
true. We can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even done that.
You just compared Tynion to Bendis. You son of a bitch.
Just lost like a bunch of subscribers.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Critique Geek?
Hey, Critique Geek.
Okay, welcome. So jumping back on to this X-Men 7. We're not actually going to discuss it yet. No, we're not actually going to discuss. We're going to discuss X-Men 7. So X-Men 7, you really, really wanted to discuss this, but last time it was a little too early to discuss it. But I think now it's safe to say that we can discuss X-Men 7.
Yeah. It was. I mean, fuck, it's so good, dude. So basically, if you guys didn't read it, and you're probably at this point, sucks to be you. If you want to, I guess, wait a little bit and then join the live stream again. But Crucible, we found out what that was in X-Men number 7. Jonathan Hickman, man, doing that shit that he does best, just creating like these crazy concepts and throwing them into comics that we're used to just seeing punches and laser blasts and biff, bam, and pow. And so Crucible is like the X-Men's. It's sort of like their resurrection, baptism, I guess you could say. Basically, people who were born mutants and like lost their powers or whatever their situation may be, that want to be reborn back with their powers again, can go under the Crucible. And this was the first one the X-Men ever did. Hosted by APOC. What a DJ, huh?
Dude, he was fucking brutal too. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of like going back to like more, primitive times, it kind of is the same thing as like throwing your virgin into the lava pits, into the volcano. It's kind of what it sort of reminded me of.
Yeah.
Granted, this one got to come back, but they were doing it for Krakoa, you know what I mean? So
It's their new religion.
yeah, and
That's what they were talking about. Nightcrawler and Cyclops pretty much just debating the whole time. He's like, "Well, I've always believed in God. I've always been a Catholic. Like now, I'm starting to wonder, what are we doing here? If death doesn't mean anything anymore, what is the afterlife? What have I been, preaching about this whole time?" And I mean, that's like that's talk about a layman's version of what.
correct. It was a really deep issue.
Yeah, yeah.
You definitely see Nightcrawler struggle with his faith in it, and it was kind of cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like it, the baptism by fire, and Apoc's pretty much telling the character the whole time, like, you just want to be a shitty old human, be like your parents, be a letdown, and it's like you gotta earn this.
She was a badass too.
Oh,
She's like no, and started like trying to whoop his ass. But I mean, he was brutal too. But
yeah,
I mean, and then she comes back, and you can kind of see Nightcrawler just sort of like, huh. Like you could really see that he wasn't in agreement with what was happening.
right. I'm interested to see how they revisit it, the whole idea.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if, because what Hickman's been doing is he's sort of jumping around with all these ideas. I wonder if it's like we'll maybe see it. I don't know. I don't know how long Hickman plans to be on the book, but
Hopefully a while.
yeah, I think he's got a few years in mind. That's usually what he does. That's usually how he rolls.
Yep.
Yeah, taking his sweet time. But yeah, it was a really good issue. Can't wait for 8.
Yeah, no, I really liked it, and I'm not a big fan of modern times X-Men, but that was good. I'm really digging the new X-Men quite a bit. I love X-Force. X-Force has been phenomenal. Benjamin Percy, man, love it. I still haven't read Excalibur or Marauders. I keep hearing they're like the two weakest links on the whole, mutant train right now, but I still haven't read any of them.
Well, I hear they're the weakest link, but that they're also still pretty good either way, even though they're the weakest link.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's just too much stuff to read.
There is a lot of stuff to read. I think I'm like 1 or 2 issues behind on Ice Cream Man right now, and I'm like, fuck, I can't. Yeah. But I love binging it. Like for Ice Cream Man, I'm like, it's okay that I'm behind an issue or 2 because I like binging that book.
Same thing with Gideon Falls. I'm like,
yes,
it's okay.
Yes, I don't mind Gideon Falls either. Do not mind that one bit.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Gideon Falls. I haven't read any like new Image series in a while. So I'm just trying to fix my pop.
Yeah, I've been getting some. We get Image emails and things like that for like promotional stuff, and they've been announcing quite a bit of stuff. But I haven't read any of it, but they have been announcing a lot of upcoming stuff.
Yeah, next week. For those of you interested, Decorum #1 drops. That is the new Jonathan Hickman Image series. Damn, I forget who's doing art on that one. Either way, I feel bad now, but I'm looking forward to that one. I mean, Jonathan Hickman. Hopefully, he just keeps it going. Just keep it going. Don't stop. It's always risky with Image Comics. That's what I hate.
Did we get advances for that one? I don't recall.
I don't either. Hopefully.
You said it drops on March 11th?
That's right, yeah.
Yes, sir. We have an advance on it.
I get to read it in Brazil. Woo.
Yeah, you could read it on the plane.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, man. Decorum #1. It is available for us to read immediately, and I do not think there's any embargo. So stay tuned for I'm sure Mike will do a nice little Instagram review.
Yeah, definitely. But I guess we got a lot. I've got a whole bunch of tabs open here.
Austin, I'm with you 110%, my man. It is way too hard to keep up with everything. Yeah. I am with you completely. I'll wait till stuff builds up to like 50 issues and then I'll just binge it.
Yeah.
unless it's something that we're like reviewing. So like Marvel's been sending us some stuff, so we've been doing reviews for that, and Dynamite sends us stuff, so we've been doing reviews for like I'll read that stuff for like review purposes. But other than that, man, I'm with you. It's way too hard to stay caught up on stuff.
I really did like that DC was doing all those bi-weekly titles because that shit built up so fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, Detective's up to like issue 1020 right now.
Right.
Batman's up to like issue 89.
I think 90.
90, and that was what, 2016.
Yeah.
So you're 4 years in and you're getting 90 issues, and normally you have half that. Like that's pretty intense.
It's dope. I like it.
All right, do I need to throw up share a screen here?
Yeah, let me.
I'll
share mine, but we're gonna have to do
perfect.
tab by tab.
That's fine. This website sucks. They give great information and stuff we get excited about, but the website sucks. Okay, so let me throw this up here. All right, so first up, I need to make sure that we give a shout out and give credit where credit is due.
Yes.
For those of you guys that are in the Omnibus groups on Facebook, I'm sure you guys are well aware of Mr. Brooks Ryan Slayton. Really awesome guy. I don't know if he follows this channel or not. If he does, thank you. If you don't, that's cool too. But we need to give him credit where credit's due. Every time DC and Marvel announce like their new releases for the upcoming like catalogs, Brooks is one of the very first people to get that stuff posted for everybody to see. And he did that earlier today. He threw up a ton of upcoming stuff that we weren't aware of for DC releases that are going to be upcoming in the fall/winter of this year. And so that's what we're going to go over and discuss right now. So Brooks, if you're watching, thank you, sir. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
You do it every time, and you make people happy.
Yeah.
So what do we got first there, Mikey?
All right, a little deluxe edition, but I don't know why DC does these, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Batman by Tom King and Lee Weeks. This is obviously stuff that's happened after Rebirth. It looks like here, I'll try and highlight. So it includes Cold Days, which was a story arc with Mr. Freeze. Includes Nightmares, another story arc. I don't think I've read Nightmares because that's some of the newer Tom King stuff. Well, relatively newer. And then the Batman Elmer Fudd special, which is fantastic. Part of the whole DC Looney Tunes crossover. So you're looking at 368 pages, 50 US, 25 US really. Let's be real, yeah.
Yeah, let's be real. But first week IST, it's 25. After that, it's 27.50 or something.
But honestly, I think this is the remnants of Didio's doing, because they're doing Batman Rebirth Deluxe editions that collect the series sequentially. Their Volume 5 comes out, I think, in sometimes, I think December or something, 2020.
So you mean this isn't even, I'm sorry, I didn't even look at this prior. I was just sending you links earlier. So you're saying this is not part of the Rebirth?
It is.
Deluxe?
It is.
No, I know that, but like it's not part of the Rebirth Deluxe editions, like with the blue and white spine.
Well, I don't know if the actual Batman Rebirth Deluxe editions have gotten to this content yet, because they're on Volume 5. I don't know what issues that collects, but I don't know why they did it with Wonder Woman Year 1 as well. They put out a deluxe edition, even though the first Rebirth Deluxe edition already collected the story, and it was the same price for half the content you would get with Wonder Woman Rebirth Deluxe Volume 1.
Stupid.
So I think this is, again, because Didio didn't like the numbering idea. He wanted it to be, here's a story by creators. So I think this might be the remnants of that.
All right, well, it'll be canceled then.
Yeah.
Jim Lee, cancel this. Cancel it now.
Yeah. I mean, I like Lee Weeks, but let's start up the next one here. Sorry, guys. It's going to go tab by tab, so this will be a bit of a pain. But finally, Mr. Miracle, the deluxe edition. There was, so up until this point, they only released the regular hardcover.
Yes.
Now it's oversized.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. Anyone watching this, let me know. I'm waiting for an absolute edition. I just can't imagine why this would not get an absolute edition. It won an Eisner Award. It's Tom King, Mitch Gerads. I think the artwork deserves it. I don't know. I'm on the fence if I should wait for an absolute or just dive on the deluxe.
Double dip.
Oh,
Here's the question.
the
So
deluxe will be out of print eventually, I guess, and it could be
how
easy
many
to
times
sell.
have you read that run?
I've only read it the one time because I want to read it physically. I've only read it digitally.
Okay. When you read it, how under the influence were you?
Not really.
No? I tried reading it
Uh-huh.
and I got halfway through it maybe, and it wasn't bad. Like, I didn't dislike it, but dude, I had a hard time with it. I don't know if, and I was
Really?
reading it, yeah, I was reading it digitally too. I don't know if it was because I do a lot of my reading late at night, unfortunately, because I have to kind of wait for everybody to go to bed and whatnot. So I end up doing a lot of my reading late at night, which kind of sucks because then I tend to get tired and whatnot. So I don't know if I was just tired. I don't know if I was just not in the right state of mind at that point when I was trying to read this or what it was. I don't know if maybe I just got too hyped up for me. That's a possibility too.
True. Yeah.
I think maybe it just got too hyped up, but I just kind of got lost in it. And I was like, huh, I don't know how I feel about this.
True. Well, I disagree.
The art was good. I did enjoy the art.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the art quite a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to give this one another shot. I had a hard time with it though.
Yeah,
And I was like, is this one of those ones where you have to be stoned to enjoy it? Like I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure that would help.
But no, maybe I was trying to compare it to Vision. I don't know.
Right.
Because Vision blew me away. That book was absolutely incredible and it knocked my socks off. Like I loved Vision. So I don't know if I was like trying to compare like epicness or I don't know what it was. I'll give it another shot though.
It's different because I had the same sort of feeling going into it. I'm used to the New Gods being done a certain way, having read, the Jack Kirby stuff and Walt Simonson's Orion. The way Tom King writes Orion is a bit different than the Orion I'm used to, but overall, I thought the story was amazing.
Do you think having more knowledge about Mr. Miracle, because I didn't know a whole lot about him going into it. I mean, I knew like high level overview stuff. It's not like I didn't know who he was at all, but I haven't really read that with him in it. Do you think if someone had more knowledge, you think they would enjoy it more? Do you think maybe that could be it?
I think so. I think you might if you had, I guess, more of a connection to the characters, but I guess it's also up to the writer of a new story to give you that connection, right? So I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. I do like. I've always liked Scott and Barda's relationship, just because she's like a super powerful, huge woman, and he's just like the slipperiest snake, in the universe, and it's just funny.
I'll give it another shot. I'll give it another go. Maybe when I'm not so tired.
Maybe it's a physical read for you, but moving on.
While we're moving on, what's up, Nerdy by Nature?
Hey, Nerdy by Nature. Welcome. All right, this one I'm very excited about, dude. Black Adam, the Dark Age.
Yes. Oh, you did throw it up. Sorry. Yes, Black Adam, the Dark Age Deluxe, and it's only $15 in the US on first week of IST, so that'll be exciting.
Now it's
cheap buy.
Peter J. Tomasi writing, illustrated by Doug Monke. Dude, Doug Monke's artwork is insane in this series. I think this is the right series I'm thinking about, because I remember reading this, and it's pretty much Black Adam losing his crap over losing ISIS. I think he takes down like Hawkman in this. It's been a hot minute since I've read it, but I remember it really hitting the feels, making me care about Black Adam, because he does have. It's like every villain, right? They have something that they stand for, and you can, in some messed up way, relate to it. And in the case of Black Adam, it's family. So I think I might pick this up. I don't know how much it'll be on Amazon, but we'll see.
Well, it'll be at least 30. Well, you're Canadian. It might be 40.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy, dude?
That is nuts. So was that the one that took place around the same time as what was it? Not 52. Was it 52? Infinite
It might have
Crisis?
been.
Which one
It's
was it?
either one of the two. I forget as well.
Yeah, one of the ones that was going on in there, because I know like
Yeah, from the
he was
pages of 52.
controlling. Because I know he. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, do that. That's nice. Yeah, 52. That's what I thought. So yes, that story is fucking incredible.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that story is really, really incredible. I remember reading 52. Actually, I have 52. I'm actually gonna break it apart and bind it into 2 separate volumes. But I remember reading that and being absolutely blown away. You're right. You do care for Black Adam as a character, and probably the first time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's real
Tomasi's amazing, though. That's another one of my favorite writers. I love Tomasi.
No kidding.
Andrew, what's up, man? Hey, glad you could make it as well. It's awesome.
Awesome. Wow. Well, welcome from South Africa.
Global reach, not just Canada.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man, editing sucks. I have to do tons of editing for like VO stuff. I fucking hate editing. We're discussing all the new. Well, now that we've done all the depressing shit, we're now discussing all of the upcoming releases that were just announced earlier today for DC. That is. That would be dope if they did, especially in this day and age. You know what I mean? Because like that's still kind of that storyline still kind of would hit home in modern age times too. I mean, not that 52 is like a super old title, but that would definitely kind of hit home. But the problem is it might hit home so much that they might not do it because they could say, well, it's a sensitive subject.
Right.
So we'll see. But I agree. That would make for an awesome story. What do we got here, sir? Justice League by Scott Snyder, Book 2.
Yes, we are getting another a volume that's not a number 1.
Yes.
They're going to complete it. Well, not complete it. Sorry. They're going to continue it. It's going to collect 14 through 28. I think Scott Snyder ran to like 37 or 38 or something like
Jesus,
that.
there's that many 40. Issues out?
I think it was, I think that was also bi-weekly, dude.
It has to have been, because I feel like, because remember, Justice League was Hitch for the longest freaking time. So yeah, but Hitch wrote it for like the longest time. So that has to have been, if there's that many issues, that had to have been. Because I remember last year, I want to say it was only at issue 4. Because I remember writing down that like, oh, I need to read issues 1 through 4. The new didn't, because it's hard to keep up with new shit, but. That does look dope, though. Who did the art now?
It is tough,
just
man.
Random people each issue.
Jorge Jimenez, I know, did a bunch of it. Dude, Jorge Jimenez is the shit, man. Whenever I follow him on Instagram, and dude, his artwork, he's the new artist on Batman now. So you'll be seeing some of his stuff in the new Tinian run.
Yes.
Dope. It's dope.
Eat That Horse says yes, it was double shipping.
Yeah.
I was like, it had to have been. I remember just last year writing, like, I have a note in my phone that says Justice League 1 through 4. What do we got here? Yes. Okay. I'm super excited about this one.
Yeah.
Very, very excited.
Me too.
I really like Bill Willingham stuff. He's, most famous for probably writing Fables.
Yep.
I really like his writing.
He did a lot of No Man's Land too, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've read this though, but after reading Tynan's run on Detective, not that Tim Drake was never like a lame character to begin with, but I just have more and more love for Tim Drake now after that Detective run of Tynan's.
Yeah. So I think this is completely wrong, because there's no way 5 issues is 744.
Correct. I actually noticed that earlier. So yeah, don't pay attention to all of the content stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm super excited about that one. It's basically omnibus size. I'll grab that bitch for $50 all day. Awesome. What's the depressing stuff? Oh, we were just discussing like coronavirus and Emerald City Comic Con being canceled and South by Southwest, and freaking out about Planet City Comic Con, whether or not they're going to cancel and all that fun jazz.
Yeah.
Crappy Mad Paper. Eat That Horse. Are you a fan of the newspaper print like us? I bet you are. He doesn't like the matte paper.
True. Me neither.
Or do you like the glossy?
Maybe he does like the glossy.
Maybe you do like the glossy. I like newspaper print. I love a newspaper print. I know it's hard to do omnis with newspaper print, but that's why I do customs, because then I can get newspaper print. Batman Snyder Capullo Volume 2 comes out soon, and next volume. Well, Andrew, hang tight. We have some news for you. You want to pull up that one real quick, Mike? He was just discussing Injustice.
Boom, boom. You see that?
Boom.
That's
boom.
Right.
Injustice Gods Among Us, Volume 2, Omnibus, November 3rd, 2020. There you go, Andrew. It's coming, baby.
For now. Come on.
Well, but Didio's gone, so I think we can trust
that
Jim Lee's going to make shit happen.
So here's allegedly what you're getting. Year 4, Year 5, and Ground Zero. Not bad, man. 44, 46 issues, including those annuals. Not too shabby.
Yes, I agree. Injustice is so good. I don't know if I've read the contents of what's going to be in Volume 2, but I did read the contents all of Volume 1. I absolutely loved it. Injustice was so good. I was actually reading that one digitally as it was coming out.
It's incredible
because it was only like 10 pages or some shit like that. They were like really small. So those were like my bathroom break books that I would just read on my phone.
Dude, it was so good. I couldn't wait for the next week. Every week a new one.
I kind of missed the glossy paper for modern stories. Matt is fine for older. That's fair. I can see that.
It. See, here's the thing. For me, I could see Justice League being glossy, but Justice League Dark, I need the matte. I don't know why. It's just the fact that it's Justice League Dark, the theme of the, I don't know. It just seems like it works better on
bright and they shouldn't be bright and shiny.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. See, good thing you join the stream and boom, you get some great news right away. Look at that.
All right, who's excited for some more
we got some
we've all been waiting for? For those of you that got Nightfall, have you been waiting for maybe whoops, wrong one.
Oh, this is the big one.
This is a nice one.
Okay, this is a nice one. Way. Yeah, this one we knew about. This one's also going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, Batman by Paul Dini Omni.
Collecting all this fun stuff in here.
It's kind of jumping around. It's just a lot of random stuff but it's all what Dini's done. So
yeah, it all combines together real well. But that's not.
Drop. If you hear my cat meowing, you can ignore him. He's an asshole.
Yeah. All right. So
scale up all my
folks
stuff
who have had the Nightfall.
Yes, this was the big one right here.
Nightfall trilogy. Oh yeah, it's happening.
Batman Road to No Man's Land.
Woo.
When does that one drop again? October. Woo. October 20th.
Now, granted, Matt and I have this covered already, but I think you get pretty much Road to No Man's Land and maybe Cataclysm in here as well.
Do you get? I'm gonna have to double check because I have the Cataclysm trade, like the older version of the Cataclysm trade that I was gonna bind with Road to No Man's Land and some other stuff. Yeah, so I have to rethink my binding for those ones now.
But yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm glad they're doing it. Hopefully they don't stop at Road to No Man's Land.
Well, if they're doing Road 2, then you know they're going to do No Man's Land.
I guess it doesn't have a volume number.
It doesn't have a volume number. It doesn't. You know they're going to do it.
Oh, damn. Well, good news for everyone. I mean, you know, I love the series. I don't think I would double dip because I don't think, no offense, I'm obviously not an artist myself, but I don't think the artwork, I need it in oversized. I'm not the biggest fan of Scott McDaniel, but still really, really cool. I'm excited to see what the design on that looks like.
Yep.
All right, let's keep going. Let's roll deep in the bat.
The website that we're using is is Penguin House Publishing. I don't remember. It's like PRH something or other.
Yeah.
Austin, I think you said that you use it as well. Maybe he has a link handy. I don't. Maybe Mike, you have a link? Just throw it in the comments.
Yeah, I can do that.
I was like, I don't have a link to throw it in there. All my links are on my phone.
Well, see, what I was doing was I was manually searching for all the new books that we knew were coming out because you can't filter by date.
The website sucks unless there's a secret to using it that we don't know about.
Yeah, just it's PRH Internet here. I'll see if I can toss that in the comments. Can I do that from StreamYard?
You should be able to. I can. Can you not?
Doesn't A let me? No, it doesn't let me. Here, I can send it to you in private chat though.
What the Sam hell?
Yes.
Private chat. There it is. All right, let me throw it up in here into the comments real quick so that way everybody has. Just remember, this website sucks for searching. They give you wonderful news, but they suck for searching.
Yep. I mean, if you want to find, like, let's say what we're looking at now, Batgirl, the new 52 Omnibus, you have to look up Batgirl Omnibus.
Speaking of Batgirl Omnibus,
yeah, new 52. I'm excited. I'm picking this up.
100%. Yes. So I actually just got so as we know, they're releasing an official Batwoman omnibus from New 52, the J.H. Williams run, and I actually just bought the custom bind off of eBay. I had been seeing it for months, and it was just kind of like, I've been doing a lot of like Batman customs and getting a lot of Batman custom stuff lately, and I'm like, so I threw an offer out there. I didn't pay what they were asking. I threw an offer out there, and they accepted. And I was like, fair enough. I'll take it. So I have the Batwoman New 52 custom coming in the mail that I'll have next week, which I'll do an overview on once I get it. And then I saw this one was coming out too, and I'm like, well, hot damn.
It looks good, man. I'm excited. So this is not, if anyone's confused, there were two. Book. Yeah. Well,
35, 36. That's like 38 issues.
Yeah. 960 pages almost.
No, that can't be right. Not for 36 or 37 issues.
Sure. That makes sense.
No way.
They're all, what, like 23 pages, 23 times 35, 36, 37, 38, and more. I can see it. I think like 40 issues is 920 pages, around that. So,
all right. Well, you're getting a lot of story. You're getting a lot of story for your buck, and I like the $100 cover price. Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Yeah, that's
a lot better than that 125 BS.
And it's not, because there were two Batgirls in the New 52. There was the regular Batgirl that Gail Simone wrote, and then there was the Batgirl by Burnside or whatever it was, where she was going like to high school again or something, and she was wearing a flashy outfit. It's a different run. Don't know if we'll see that, but I'm excited for that one for sure. Gail Simone's great when she's not going crazy. Matt, you warm over there, man?
Oh yeah, dude, that's keeping me super warm. I love it. Feeling the burn. Yes. Yes.
I didn't think we'd see this, honestly.
Well, Didio's gone and Lee is in, and Lee's like, hey, let's sell this shit.
Yeah. Hey, the Sandman universe was great. 36 through 75. I think there might be a third volume. I don't know. I don't remember how many issues were in this series. Let me quickly Comixology it. But dude, I'm so excited. And not only that, let's move on to the next one as well.
Yes, there's another Sandman.
If you guys are interested, we did do an overview of Volume 1. Check it out. It is Mike Carey writing the entire run of Lucifer. So you get pretty consistent quality, but we're also getting the books of magic. Oh, dude.
Boom. That's a big one. Holy crap. 1,500 pages.
Oh, yeah. It's a fatty.
Good Lord.
Oh, 75. Yeah, it looks like 75 issues. So that second Lucifer omnibus will be
we'll cover the entire run.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. They're not going to leave you hanging.
All right. The books of magic. What do we got in here? We got books of magic 1 through 32. Children's Crusade. Wow, a whole bunch of stuff. Boy, oh boy. I didn't know there were so many
pages. That thing's going to be hard to read.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's going to be like Doom Patrol and Invisibles, man. That's going to be hard to read.
Well, that's the main motivation for my most recent purchase of getting, and I'll obviously do a haul once I get it. Pretty much gonna, same way you did with your recent Batman haul. I just decided to get an entire run, and I got Snyder's Batman, all the New 52 stuff.
Is that one of the orders being shipped to my house?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
One or two. It's my batch. It's my new bachelor spending. That's what I
Yes.
declared it. But yeah, that's the thing is because I know the omnibus, the official Snyder omnibus. We don't know if a number 2's coming. The first one had questionable production. I know DC's production in general is sketchy at best.
Well, the thing is, people always say DC, but it's not DC. It's who
Right.
they outsource to.
But they keep going back. That's the
That
problem.
is true. That is true. They need to do better quality control.
Yeah, and that's why I'd prefer to just bind it myself. Actually, be able to read it and enjoy it. Maybe even hold it in my hand because man, I'm reading absolutes and omnis lately. I'm like, how did I ever twist and turn my neck like this for so long? Like I can't lift it up in my hand and hold it like I can a custom omnibus.
Yep. Dude, I have to I'm at my
It's tough.
desk. I have to lay that shit on my desk, and then I'm hunched over my desk like this trying to read it. And then your back starts hurting. Just wait 10 more years,
Yeah,
man. When
dude.
you're an old man like me, it shit hurts. All right, what else we got here?
Dude.
Justice. Oh, I didn't know about this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole thing, dude. They're calling it a deluxe edition, but it's 470 pages and it collects the entire Brad Meltzer. Yeah.
Yeah,
The entire Brad Meltzer run. I mean,
that's exciting stuff. For $20.
Yeah,
dude, I'll buy it. I'll buy that day one for $20. I like Brad Meltzer a lot. I know Identity Crisis is a hit or miss with people. I fucking love Identity Crisis. I liked this run as well, so I will definitely be picking that one up day of. That's June too. That comes up quick.
It's soon. And I think we maybe spoke about this before, but I'll just throw it up again since we were on a bit of a Sandman run. They're doing it all again. Don't know if it's ever going to get completed though, so be wary before you purchase book 1.
Just stick with the absolutes or the omnis if you need to. I was actually talking to Mike today, so I had all the absolutes at one point in time, but unfortunately life happened and I needed to let go of some stuff, and I regret it to this day, but those were part of the collection that went. And so I was talking to Mike today and I said, with all these new Sandman universe omnibuses coming out, I go, should I pick up the 3 Sandman omnis or should I stick with the absolute gorgeous the absolute one? No, I'm thinking the same thing actually. They're just such gorgeous books, and that leather binding and stuff, dude, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, amazing.
Ancient Unique. What's up? Hey, welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome. Glad you could join us tonight.
We love the show too.
Yeah, we do. We love it. Honestly, we love interacting more so with you guys than anything. But I mean, hanging out with Mike's okay, but interacting with you guys is more fun.
True.
Yeah, man, I love Identity Crisis. A lot of people, like I said, it's hit or miss with people, especially because some of the subject matter is a little intense, but I dug it. I even reread it just last year just to see if my opinion changed, and I still loved it. So,
yeah, Identity Crisis is a good time. It's a bit dark, man. It's different for the DC universe.
That it is.
There's one more I forgot. I'm just gonna pop it on.
Yeah, I'm like, where's it at? I've been waiting for this one.
Have you? Shoot, I don't know if I'm thinking about the same thing then.
That's it.
Boom.
Nightwing, New 52 Omnibus. I love Kyle Higgins. I read probably the first 15 issues or so of New 52 Nightwing, and then I kind of fell off just because it was hard. Like, once again, as we've already discussed, hard to keep up with books at the time. But I enjoyed what I read, even though he's in the red, not the blue. And I love Kyle Higgins. He's the one that did a huge chunk of the MMPR stuff, which is absolutely phenomenal and a lot of fun. So I really dig it. So I will definitely be picking this up. I know some people might be hit or miss with it. A lot of people get mad about the red. I know it sucks. We prefer the blue, but just look at at least he doesn't have a mullet, so we're good there.
True. Yeah, you can put this bad boy right beside your Grayson Omnibus if you've still got that.
Yes, that's actually a very valid point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting they went with the new 52 one instead of the Chuck
Dixon
Dixon,
run.
but again, this is a one and done, right?
Correct, exactly, which is why I think they went with this rather than the Dixon, because the Dixon's 155 issues, I believe. And the run. That's not including any potential tie-ins and everything else. That's just strictly, the Nightwing main series.
Right.
So you're looking at, I mean, even if you make them thick as hell, you're still looking at least 3, probably 4 volumes to collect the entire Dixon run, which they've been known to do. I mean, they did Nightfall in 3 volumes. They did Sandman in 3 volumes. So I mean, they've done it. It's not unheard of. But with DC's current track record, it's who wants to take that chance. So yeah, this is a one and done.
Right.
And maybe they're using this to test the waters of how much do people love Nightwing.
Very
And
true.
I mean, I know it's 2 completely different worlds. It's New 52 versus, the universe we grew up with and that we absolutely adore and love. But at the same time, I think they could be using this as a
testing
gatekeeper.
the waters,
Kind of like a gatekeeper to see how much do people actually love Nightwing. And if we threw out a Dixon run, is it going to sell?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the answer is yes, but
for sure.
Might
Might take a little bit, but
yeah. And plus $50 week 1 on IST. Now, if you guys live out of the US and you can't utilize IST, I seriously apologize because that sucks. Mike has to deal with it all the time, but yeah, man, for $50 first week on IST, that is a day one grab for me, especially December, early Christmas present. There you go.
Boom.
And maybe if enough people would support us on Patreon, we could buy that book and actually give it away as our monthly giveaway for December.
That's right. Yeah, and
but we got to get enough Patreon supporters in order to do that.
Well, we got to shout out the 2 that we do already have because
correct. We did get a couple of we finally got some Patreon subscribers, which is pretty exciting. Our first 2 the supporting the show, so that was kind of a big deal. We were like, oh, this is kind of cool. We didn't think it was ever going to happen. So now we just got to get a few more. Like we said, a minimum of $1 for those of you watching that maybe don't know what we're talking about. Just to clarify and people not be like, oh, another Patreon. I know everybody fucking does Patreon, but ours is different. The reason I say that is because it is not to put money in our pockets. It's not to buy equipment for the show. Whatever excuse that we are going to take any and all of the money that we earn on Patreon. We're going to turn around. We're going to ask our Patreon subscribers, these are the upcoming books for this month. We are only earning $50 or $100, whatever it is. We can buy 1 book, 2 books, whatever it is. What book do you guys want to see? Once we're going to buy that book, we will bring it home. We will do an overview on said book. And then every single Patreon subscriber that donates at least $1, for every $1 you donate, you get an entry into a giveaway. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to give away that book. We're going to do an overview on it, and then we're going to give it away. Yep. So you guys could be owning these Omnis for as little as $1. And I think we have 2 tiers. We have a $1 tier and a $3 tier.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So right. Donate $1, donate $3. You get 1 entry or 3 entries. Even 1 entry. I'm sure everybody, I can afford $1. Maybe I'll even chip in and I'll throw $1 of my own money on the Patreon to help out. But it's something that we want to do to kind of give back to you guys and give people that maybe are on a budget that can't afford $50, $75, $100 books every month, give you guys an opportunity to win something for $1 or $2 or whatever it is. So that's really what we're looking at doing with the Patreon. We're not looking to make money or do any of that stuff. We're strictly looking to give back and review more books that maybe we wouldn't have the opportunity to review otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. So, big shout out to Jeremy and Paco Pavlov for joining the Hardcover Comic Patreon.
Yes, the first 2 subs. They came back to back from each other too.
Yep.
Mike messaged me. He's like, we got a sub. I was like, no shit. And then like 20 minutes later, we got another one. I was like, all right, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, much love there. Really appreciate that for sure. Austin did ask, I wonder if they will include Batman Last Night to the Volume 2 Omnibus. I'm guessing that's a Scott Snyder one, man. I would think so. Because I think after New 52, Snyder, really all he did was All-Star Batman. And then after that, I mean, Metal and Last Night on Earth. So I would hope they would put that in there as well to top it off. There was supposed to be, I remember a year ago, Scott Snyder said there's going to be a Dark Knight's Metal omnibus as well.
Yeah, that was announced like 3 years ago and it never came out.
Yeah. It'd be perfect beside his Batman Omnis, so we'll see what happens.
All right, let's run through some comments here. We did an episode on Identity Crisis not that long ago. So for those that don't know, Nerdy by Nature does a podcast, so go check it out. I actually need to check out that episode because, like I said, I really love Identity Crisis. Probably a pipe dream, but I really hope we get 2-volume Absolute Animal Man. Holy fuck. Okay, so I have always said that I will never sell my Animal Man Omnibus by Morrison. I'm assuming that's the Animal Man you're referring to, is the Morrison, not the Lemire. I always said I would never sell it, and I probably still wouldn't sell it, but I would double dip like a nutbag for a 2-volume Absolute Grant Morrison Animal Man. Yeah, and I would read it and I would cry like a little baby at the end.
I would also not mind if they released a couple omnis for the stuff that came after Morrison.
Yes,
Pete Milligan, I think, wrote most of that. And
he wrote a lot.
I've read a good chunk of what he wrote, and it's pretty solid. It's not Grant Morrison quality, but it's still different. It's weird. It's out there.
A lot of that too, they've released it in trade paperbacks, but I believe a lot of those are going out of print or hard to find, so they can get a little bit on the pricier side.
Yep, for sure.
Gotham, what up, my man? You just found Nightwing. I knew they would announce an actual Omni. Oh well. Hey man, customs are dope though, because you get to design it. It's your design. You don't get stuck with whatever they give you. I mean, granted, it's not oversized, but still, who cares? Like you design it. It's your thing. It's awesome. You don't want a stupid issue in there. You want to add more issues. It's all you. It's what you love about customs.
Yeah.
But if that's your thing where you bind stuff and then all of a sudden they announce official Omnis, I'm going to start suggesting you bind things for me. Like if that's something that happens, I'm going to start suggesting you bind things for me.
Yeah.
Pete R. I love omnibuses. What's up, Pete? I think this is the first time we've seen you at least comment on the show. So welcome. We love seeing new faces.
We love Omnis too.
We do. That's why we are the hardcover comic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Andrew, I'm new to collecting. Speaking on New 52, is the whole Harley Quinn New 52 run released in the first 2 Omnis?
Let me check. I believe so. I think
so too, because I don't think that one ran for 52 issues like some of the others. I think that one stopped like a lot of them did, like around issue 30-ish.
Yeah, let me just double check. Yeah, because it looks like the Omni collect up until 30.
I don't think it ran much longer past that, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. So I'm just going to take a guess here and assume that you're enjoying those books. What is it about the Harley Quinn stuff that you enjoy so much? I'm just curious because I've always wanted to. It seems like she's got a lot of fans. Seems like her books are beloved by many, and I've always just wondered, what is it about Harley?
Here's the thing. I don't know that I remember reading Harley New 52. I know that you and I read Rebirth Harley for probably the first 12 or 13 issues, and then we kind of gave up on it because it was basically a female Deadpool for DC is what it was.
The same creative team though, so I doubt it.
It is. It's Amanda Connor and Palmiotti, but which are amazing people, by the way, in person. If you ever get a chance to meet them, do. Awesome people. But yeah, I struggle with the Harley books. I have a really hard time getting in and appreciating them. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. But
then you read something like Harleen.
Yes.
And you're like, dude, it's possible.
Yes. Or you watch the Harley Quinn show on DC Universe and you go, this is a show I never knew I wanted until it came out. And now it's one of my all-time favorite TV shows.
I hope they do what they did with Batman Adventures. You know how that was sort of, it's like a spiritual successor of the animated series. If they would do that with the Harley Quinn show and just make a Black Label comic, same kind of art style, as close as they can possibly get, same kind of atmosphere, man, I'd be into that. I'd read a book like that once in a while.
Yes, for sure.
But yes, Andrew, Volume 2 collects all of the new 52 Harley Quinn stuff. I'm not sure if we'll see a Volume 3 or a Rebirth Volume 1 omnibus for the stuff
They're
they
selling well, though, so I believe we probably will, because I think those are selling really well.
Right. So look out for that too, and be sure to pick up Harleen if you haven't, because it's dope, especially if you're a Harley Quinn fan.
Mm-hmm. Austin, still no Flash Jeff Johns Volume 2 reprint. Had the original 3 Omnis and sold them. I think it's coming. They just reprinted number 1. It'll come. Jeff Johns sells like a madman. Like, they should just keep all of his books evergreen, to be honest. So, I mean, if they're gonna reprint Volume 1, they're gonna reprint them all. I would be shocked if they did it.
There's another book that reminds me that I forgot to bring up, and that's the Shazam by Jeff Johns Deluxe Edition that's coming.
Yeah, if you ever finish the freaking story.
Well, I mean, he finished that one with Gary Frank, and whatever he's doing now hasn't been collected yet. But that's like new 52 stuff. Though that Shazam story was in the backups of Justice League when he was.
Oh yeah, I have that deluxe. No, I don't. I have the Jeff Smith deluxe. Yeah. I lied.
Yeah, so that's coming out sometime later this year.
Wait, no, hang on. What is that one? I have a Jeff Johns Shazam book, but it's thin. It's not very.
Might be the standard hardcover, maybe.
Yeah, it's not a very thick one. It's only got a few issues. It was a lot of fun though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I read it like a few years ago. I can't remember a whole lot. Austin, throw the Patreon link out there. I just did, so it's out there in the comments. We'll make sure we start adding it into other stuff as well. Yep. I'll sub getting married on May 16th. Ooh, that's draining the money. Congratulations, sir. I know, as Mike can even attest, that how much that drained your pocketbook. Yeah, man, May, that's a good month. I was married May 13th, so Friday the 13th, actually.
It's coming soon. Congratulations, Austin.
Yes, congratulations, my man. Happens all the time. Well, I'm going to suggest some books in the future.
Yeah.
First up, bind Burns Superman Man of Steel run so we can get the omnibus back and not these fucking deluxe editions.
Yep.
And then we'll talk. Nerdy by Nature. Yes, I struggle with Harley books as well. Well, it's not.
We're not crazy, okay?
Let me clack. There we go. Honestly, I struggle with Deadpool books as well. I'm hit or miss with Deadpool. So I really like the older Deadpool, like the Joe Kelly stuff, the Deadpool classic, that Deadpool X-Force, like all that. I enjoyed the older Deadpool stuff. But some of that newer stuff, like the Deadpool minibuses and all the new stuff that they were pumping. I like Daniel Way's Deadpool as well. That was one of the ones that actually got me back into comics. I was like super into them when I was younger. Fell out when I discovered girls in high school. Got back into it in my 20s, and that was one of the ones that got me into it. Was Danny Way's Deadpool. So I do have a soft spot in my heart for that one. But yeah, I kind of fell off after that. I have a hard time with a lot of the newer Deadpool stuff.
I'm on the same page.
For those not paying attention to comics or comments, there's our Patreon, patreon.com/the hardcover comic. Anyway, Nerdy by Nature. Love both in the movies, but the books, I just can't handle a lot of either one at a time. I would have to agree. I do like the movies more with those characters than I think the books. I would agree with you there. It's a fair statement.
Yeah, Deadpool's just become a bit much lately.
Yeah, Deadpool became in the 2000s what Wolverine was in the 90s, where he was in every fucking issue known to man, whether or not it had anything to do with Wolverine, whether or not it had anything to do with Deadpool. Like, they just showed up, and you're like, why the fuck are they in this book? Well, it's because they sell.
Yeah.
Gotham, that's been on my radar for 30 years. Dude, get it bound. So that way they'll bring back the Omni.
And then just sell the binds.
I know that the trade paperbacks are hard to find, though. there's a few of them now. You only used to be volume 4 that was out of print, but now there's like a couple of them that are out of print and kind of hard to find. Daniel Way was the last good Deadpool. You're absolutely right. Yes, I agree. It was the last good Deadpool. Oh, breaking news. We just got a new $3 Patreon. Surf and Skate. I don't know if Austin, is that you? I don't know who Surf and Skate is, but we just got one. So whoever Surf and Skate is for the $3 donation, we sincerely appreciate it. Thank you very much. We'll make sure that I don't know, we need to get a book for these people.
Guys, we're so close. We can almost get a deluxe edition.
Well, I think we're gonna have to, at least, like, if nobody else signs up and we only have like these 3 pages, we need to do something for them. So whether or not we give a book away from one of our own, or if we do buy a deluxe and we just chuck in some shekels of our own and get a deluxe or something, we need to do something for these guys. Show them that we're not messing around. We're for real.
We'll do something. Absolutely.
Ooh, Valiant bind.
Yeah. Well, we just gotta. That's gonna take a while to get.
That is true, but throwing that out there.
Just need to get a few things signed by some people at Planet Comic Con. Hopefully they don't.
Provided it doesn't cancel or they don't back out.
Bummer. Mad bummer.
I know. Hopefully like I said, if somebody backs out, though, you're just gonna have to come hang out with me for the weekend. We'll still drive down. I'll take you. Well, there's like 6 or 7 different comic shops we can go hit up and
go smuggle my books.
Go create. We'll create some new videos, like thumbing through all the books and stuff at the comic shops, and we'll make it fun. We'll make your 14-hour drive worth it.
Yeah. So who do you think Christian Bale is going to be playing?
That was Austin. Thank you, my man.
Awesome. Thank you, Austin.
Christian Bale, yes, was announced as a villain for the new Loki. Right? Or no, sorry, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah. Who do you think he's going to be?
I don't know, because he's a villain.
I don't know if I know enough Thor villains.
Hockey pants.
We'll see. I'm kind of excited. I didn't expect it. Be cool. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know who you'll be. It's tough.
I'm not wearing hockey pants.
Yeah, it's tough for me to imagine him in the Marvel universe.
Right, especially after seeing him as Batman, and then seeing him again as in Terminator. And yeah, I don't know that I can. I don't know. I don't think I can. He's a great actor, though. I do enjoy Christian Bale's. That man is one dedicated motherfucker to the craft, and I do enjoy that really well. As long as I do death metal Batman, I think we'll be okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think? I'm not a big Thor fan, so I guess I don't know a ton of his rogues gallery. I know like the main ones, but maybe he's gonna voice Beta Ray Bill.
I don't know, man.
Dude, he could voice Beta Ray Bill.
Villain? You think Beta
Ray Bill starts off as like, if I remember correct, I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, somebody please fucking correct me. But if I remember right, Beta Ray Bill starts off as a antagonist, like against Thor. Like, they're not buddy at first. They kind of fight and go at it before they become buddy.
Yes. I don't think it lasts that long though, but I guess they could stretch it out if they wanted
to. They're also not stealing straight from the comics either. They're completely twisting and changing things too.
It's true, yeah.
I mean, look what they've done in the MCU in general, and they're talking about making. I don't know if this is true. I could be talking. I've seen it posted, but once again, is it internet rumors that people are just spouting out, or is it true? But I've heard rumors that they're gonna make Tom Holland Spider-Man bisexual. I don't know if that's true. I have no freaking idea. But I mean, like I said, that's just an example of them changing stuff, though. Darian Agger. I don't know, Mike. Can you? I guess I could.
Is he part of some company? I think. I don't know, man. I'm so out of the Marvel.
I don't do, as you guys know, I don't do a lot of
maybe
cosmic Marvel. Dario Agger, Christian Bale. Yeah, a lot of people say that it could be who he is.
Yeah.
Dario Agger. I want to see what does he look like?
He's like there's this company Roxxon. And I remember reading about them in Jason Aaron's run. They basically come and Yeah, they're just trying to drain energy or something like that. But I guess he's sort of a CEO of a company during the daytime, and then in the
He
evening
turned into a fucking centaur, like, or a minotaur.
Yeah, he's rocking it, man.
All right, that's actually kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That actually makes me want to read it. Like, that's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
All right, I can't lie. That actually, I'm looking at pictures right now. That actually looks really freaking cool.
Yeah.
All right, that could be dope. That would be really neat to see.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason Aaron did some cool stuff. Yeah, I could see that. I'd be, man, Beta Ray Bill. I didn't even think about that. That'd be kind of fun.
All he has to do is the voice. He could be like Vin
Right.
Diesel, Groot. You know, he
Right.
just comes in and he does and then he could even somewhat use his death metal Batman voice for Beta Ray Bill a little bit,
True.
probably. You
True.
know, he could just come in like, oh, Thor, oh, you know.
Wow.
You like that? Should I go audition to be Beta Ray Bill? Thor.
That'd be a good voice. That'd be some good voiceover work for you, man.
Dude, that'd be huge voiceover work if I got a job with Marvel. That's Disney money, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
As Kari Payton and Mark Bernardin said on the latest podcast, make that white boy money.
Do all the overviews.
Yeah.
Never miss a book.
Oh,
Yeah.
should I do that for my next video? Here's just JLA.
Yeah. Beta Ray Bill reviews JLA.
Beta Ray Bill reviews the hardcover comic JLA.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Talk about a clickbait title, man. Christian Bale. Christian Bale review.
I wonder if that would work. If we could do a clickbait title like that. And then it's just me behind like a paper cutout of a Beta Ray Bill mask. Oh God. Man. Dude, it's late.
April 1st is soon. Funny. April 1st is soon.
That would be a good time.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot. Yeah. Worst case, people don't watch the video.
Yeah. It happens.
Okay. It's late. I'm tired. I'm funny.
Yeah, me too, man.
Anyway, let's just get through his comments. Andrew enjoyed. He's answering your question. He enjoyed Harley and Injustice and Harleen. Hope he does an Isley book. Thought Amanda Connor was fun, like the smutty jokes hidden in there and consistency of the art and story. So
fair points. Yeah, all fair points for sure. And she's great in Injustice, no doubt. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Open Injustice.
Yeah, absolutely. Forget about that.
No shit. There we go. We're back.
Whoa. Sorry, guys.
Lord, we disappeared. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Canadian Wi-Fi.
No, mine disappeared too. Everybody's disappeared. Like, we both just went into the darkness.
The virus is now in the internet.
The coronavirus is in my internet. Willie, what's up, man? We need a new trade paperback. Jim Balliet, Catwoman, or Chuck Dixon, The Birds of Prey Omnibus Special Edition. That'd be cool. I'd be down with a Chuck Dixon Birds of Prey book. That'd be dope.
Man. Anything Chuck Dixon, it's always a good time.
I've heard, like, on a personal level, though, he's kind of an odd duck. I don't know. I've never met the man, but that's just what I've heard. I've heard he's kind of an odd duck on a personal level.
Peter David didn't pay his taxes for a while.
Yeah, I remember. I think he did a GoFundMe or some shit. Yeah. I remember that being a big thing, and I remember thinking, Peter David, like, that dude's like, I grew up reading what? Yeah. Comic book world, man, stuff. He's the Minotaur. He strikes a deal with Malekith and mines resources from the 9 realms. Yeah.
Speculation. Some issue's gonna go up 277% tomorrow.
Well, what is his first appearance?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Nerdy by nature. I'd watch that. See, we got at least one view. We will have at least one view.
Yeah.
Oh my God. At some point in the future, I'm just gonna do it just randomly. Not anytime soon though. I got to let it like sit so like people completely forget about it.
Yeah.
And then just one day just pop up with it.
Beta Ray build reviews. Batman Omnibus.
Alex, what is up, man? Hoping to see an Impulse Omni or even a trade. Okay, so fucking DC. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, Impulse was actually announced as an omnibus. Well, volume 1 anyway. It's like 90 issues and all, 89 issues plus some annuals. So it was actually announced as a volume 1. Probably would have been about a 3-volume set, maybe 2 if they were really thick. Yeah. But it would have been a great run. And they announced it, and I was super excited because my son, who's now 11, he's I'm trying to get him more into comics, and like he loves the shows and that kind of stuff, but as far as reading goes, he's kind of like hit and miss with it, but he really enjoys the character of Impulse. I don't know if it's just because it's a kid that runs real fast or what, but he's really drawn to Impulse. So I was super excited. I had actually bought all of the Impulse singles, and then they announced this, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just sell these. Luckily, I didn't, but that was my plan, and I was going to buy the Omni. Probably about 4 or 5 months, because it was supposed to drop in August, I remember, and then about 4 or 5 months prior to it dropping, they actually canceled it. So they did announce an Impulse Omni and then canceled the son of a bitch because apparently it didn't get enough pre-orders from comic shops or whatever. So they were afraid it wasn't going to sell, and they canceled it. So I ended up just taking all the singles, and they're actually at the binders as we speak. I should be getting them back, I would think, anytime now. It's been, over a month now. Yeah. So yeah, I should be getting them back anytime now. Yeah, so I bound mine into 3 custom binds that I'll be getting. My son helped me kind of pick out the color schemes and stuff for it, so it's kind of his project with me. And then I'm gonna have Mike design some really amazing dust jackets for it. Thanks, but yeah, so man, they did have it out. They canceled it. It's fucking sad. I don't know. Hopefully they bring it back. In the meantime, I got the custom binds. If you are into custom binds or something you've never really looked into, I do recommend it. You can get every single issue of Impulse for cheap. I think I got like all 89 issues for, I probably averaged out to maybe $1 an issue, if even. And then I'm probably going to spend around $90 binding it. So, but then it's the entire run, and you have them in hardcover format. So yeah. That's what I suggest. Nerdy by nature, I would say I like both Harley and Deadpool. So go back to that subject. Yeah. No, man, I'm with. Sometimes like I don't realize that I want it until I get it. Like Deadpool, for instance, and Uncanny X-Force and Remender's Uncanny X-Force as a supporting character was genius. He was absolutely genius. Yeah. Remember that he's trying to like feed him? I laughed so fucking hard at that. I was like, what is he doing? He's feeding Archangel pieces of his leg. Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
Same thing in Deadpool and Cable and Deadpool.
Yes.
Great because they balanced each other out, right?
Cable and Deadpool. I used to have all of the Ultimate Collection trade paperbacks before I got into collecting like hardcovers and stuff. And that story was so much fun. Yeah, especially when Cable gets turned into a baby and Deadpool has to take care of baby Cable. Oh, it's so great. But yeah, you're right. As a supporting character, it's super, super fun. Austin, Starman Omnibus is still solicited on Amazon, but not until 2080.
Yep. There's a few of those still.
I don't think I'll live to be 98 to get it.
There's a few 2035s as well.
Well, that's at least somewhat in the future. 2080? Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It was so sad when I heard they canceled both. Might have to custom bind it myself too. Then looking forward to seeing yours. Thanks, man. I should have them back. Hopefully any day now. Hopefully they'll send them back. Maybe with my Superboy Volume 1 bind that's in there, because I told them to rush that one because I needed it back in time for Planet Comic-Con. So actually, if I don't hear anything from Herring and Robinson by Wednesday, I'm going to call them and say, hey, just out of curiosity, like March 20th is creeping up and I really need that Superboy.
Yeah.
Nice. Nerdy, that's a hell of a pre-order.
Yeah, the 2080.
Yeah.
It's a good price discount, man. Inflation. It's a thing.
Trip C, what's up, man? It's been a little while. Darian Agger and Roxxon played a big role in the new Hulk. Roxxon does play. I don't know about Darian Agger plays a role in. Are you talking about Immortal Hulk? Because I know Roxxon did, but I don't remember Darian Agger in Immortal Hulk. I don't know. It's been a while. My memory's shit, so who knows? Jimmy, hi all. I'm a noob when it comes to all things comics. Hey man, we love noobs. Welcome. It's a safe place. I promise. We won't hurt you. But I like hardcovers and omnis, and I was wondering where's the best place to see what's coming out and when. So Mike really likes Amazon because that's pretty much where he has to order from, being a Canadian and all.
Yep.
So Mike finds a lot of his stuff on Amazon. However, a website that is very easy to navigate. You're not gonna be. It literally lists everything, so you kind of got to scroll for a while to maybe find what you're looking for. But instocktrades.com. You'll hear a lot of people always mention IST. They're like the creme de la creme of ordering hardcovers in the US. Instocktrades.com has a coming soon section that you can click on, and you can put it so that it's 10, 12, 15, 100 per page. I always put it at 100. And then it'll sort by date, and they're in alphabetical order, and then it'll sort by date. So it'll show you like starting with what's coming out next Tuesday all the way through like a handful of months out. So, and it'll show you every title from every publisher, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, omnis, etc. So it might be a little overwhelming, but it's a great place to see also what's coming out.
Even then, you can just hit Control F or Command F and just type in Omnibus, and whatever page you're on, it'll just jump you to all the omnis.
That is true as well.
Yeah.
The other things are that I would recommend to you is watching YouTube videos. Like Uncanny Omar, Near Mint Condition is the name of the channel. He's got a lot of really good connections, and he's always announcing stuff. If you are honestly, that's probably another really good channel. He gets all the news before anybody else, to be honest with you. So that's probably another really good channel to watch is Near Mint Condition.
Especially for Marvel.
Yeah.
Anything else? Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. We try our best. Our Instagram, if we see anything new as well, at the Hardcover Comic, whenever we see something new, if I find something on Amazon or we hear about new releases, we usually do post something about that too.
Yep. We try to release, like, as soon as we hear stuff, like we get a lot of and things, and so as things drop, and we need to get better, we probably get more information than we release, so we should probably start releasing more stuff on Instagram too, just throwing the pictures and whatnot. But so follow us on Instagram. That's another good way. But there's a few options for you.
Also,
go ahead.
That does remind me too, because I remember last week folks were asking, we're talking about that Animal Man Deluxe. There is a volume 2 coming out. It's been solicited on Amazon. Get your pre-order on.
Get your pre-order on.
Lest they cancel it again.
I don't know, man. I have faith in Jim Lee.
True.
And Jim Lee, I trust.
And Jim Lee, I trust.
I can't believe how fast Uncanny. So yeah, Mike, I don't know if you know that. Did you know that Uncanny X-Force is now unavailable on IST? It just dropped Tuesday and it's already gone.
Wild. I mean, I kind of expected that. It's a hot book.
Well, the good news is that they always tend to get more.
Yeah.
But as of now, it is out of stock.
Wow.
Again.
Powerful Uncanny X-Force.
Keep it nerdy, fellas. Hey, Austin, have a good night. You're probably already logged off. If you watch this later, have a good night. Trip C, he is in Hulk and I have not read the last few issues, so that would explain why I don't know what the hell's going on. I think I'm behind 5 issues in Immortal Hulk, I think. I think I'm behind 3 to 5 issues is what I'm behind currently in Immortal Hulk. Like I said, it's hard to keep up. I love binging. That's my thing. Tripsy, I just unboxed a huge custom Darkseid statue. Man, epic. It's been a while since dude, I'm kind of jealous since I ordered any books. Think I'm going to make an IST order tomorrow, some wish list books, but there are a lot of good books coming. I can't wait. Agreed. Dude, Do you have? I'm assuming you have an Instagram. Do you follow us on Instagram? Do we follow you? I really want to see this custom Darkseid statue. If we don't follow you, we need to be following you. Yeah, let us know what your name. I want to see this custom Darkseid statue. Jimmy, man, you're more than welcome. Any questions you have, by all means, please let us know. We love talking with people that are new to the hobby, and yeah. I just watched Omar. He did an advanced preview at September Solicits. I think it was for Marvel and the content, the new Omnis coming up, and Volume 2. Yeah, I did see that they announced Volume 2 of Peter David's Hulk a couple of weeks ago, I think, is when we first heard about it. So, cool. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Just followed y'all on Instagram. Ooh. All right. Is that Music Man 85? Is that you, Nerdy? Or is it Ultimate Devs? Sorry, I'm looking it up right now. Oh, fuck it. We'll follow everybody back. All right. Headed off as well. Glad I could finally make a stream. Awesome. Man, we seem to do better when it's super late at night.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? Everybody's saying you should do it earlier. You should do it earlier. We get more people joining us when it's super late at night.
Coming home from the strip club, yeah.
People coming home from the bar drunk. What are these two fuckers doing? What are these two fuckers doing?
Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill. Thor.
Be sure to subscribe.
Be sure to subscribe, Thor.
I use Dr. Squatch on my own.
Yes.
After a long day in the bat suit.
Speaking of Dr. Squatch, there's a fucking yes, we do. They are an affiliate of ours, so it is kind of throwing it out there just for the sake of it. But I am being dead serious about this. Dr. Squatch actually texted me today. The Squatch himself, the Squatch Master, texted me today. There's a brand new scent out. It's a limited time scent. Similar to the Bow Chicka Wow Wow, and which I actually just got my new one in. It's on Instagram. I just posted it. But there's a new scent in, and it's what was it again? I don't remember what the scent was called.
Whiskey and cream or something.
Yeah, it was like Irish whiskey and beer stout.
Yeah,
it was like an Irish whiskey, cream, and a stout beer like smell and flavor. Like it looks glorious. I'm assuming they're doing it for St. Patty's Day, like they kind of do all these like little holiday-ish stuff. So I'm assuming it's like a St. Patty's Day thing. But god dang, that sounds. I want to get it.
Yeah, Irish cream and whiskey, a limited edition scent with whiskey, Irish cream, and stout beer.
That's it.
Yum. Don't eat it. Don't drink it. It sounds good,
dude. That's gonna be epic. I know, right? I'm gonna order that for my next one.
Unless
Music Man 85 is nerdy by nature. Perfect. Well, we followed you back, my man.
Awesome.
It was gone in 2.5 hours. Oh, you're talking about Uncanny. I thought you were talking about your custom statue. I was like, what? And is out of stock at Diamond, as is the Daredevil. That's right. Daredevil, the Bendis ones went back out of stock really, really fast too.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a while due to the virus, but Emily from IST said mid-April. No word on. Well,
we'll see.
You know, Uncanny X-Force isn't for me. I enjoyed it, but there's no reason for me to buy the Omni. Yeah. I know Mike's read it like 8,000 fucking times, but
I sold my first print. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm a major night owl. So am I usually. I feel bad for Mike though, because I'm Central Time. He's Eastern, so he's an hour ahead of me. So it's even later for him than it is for me. But he gets to sleep in because he's a single man living the bachelor life, whereas I have 4 children that wake me up at the butt crack of dawn. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Been watching what's up, JT? Been watching the anime Fairy Tale. Have you? I have not.
I have not either.
You watch anime, don't you? Somewhat, a little bit.
Not anymore. Not so much. I used to a lot more. I've heard of Fairy Tale. I haven't watched it though myself.
Oh, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. I have a couple friends who keep up with it, and they'll drop tidbits to me.
Oh, okay.
Bits and pieces here, but
I'm not an anime person at all. I don't know jack I know nothing, absolutely nothing about anime.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great content, guys. We got to take kids to sports day. Spot you guys later. Have a good one, Andrew. It was good seeing you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have to jump out of here soon.
Not a problem. We'll wrap up here. I don't use Instagram hardly ever, but I need to start. I will figure it out. It's been so long. If I can post on Facebook, I'll put it on YouTube. Yeah, man, shoot us an email, thehardcovercomic@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. I really want to see the statue. It sounds amazing. Yeah. Nerdy by nature. I'm Central too. I live right outside of Nashville. Dude, I love Nashville. I've been there a couple times for work stuff, and I fucking love it. Nashville is such a fun town. Love it. Love Nashville. And I love those fucking Goo Goo clusters. Those things are so good. Mike, have you ever been to Nashville?
No.
Have you ever had a Goo Goo cluster? No. Oh, sir. You want to eat it. It's carbs and sugar, and it fucking breaks your diet. And so you're like, oh, I can't eat it. But it's so good. The peanut butter ones are the best. But it's like nougat and like marshmallow and peanuts and chocolate. And it's like all this mixed into like I don't even know what, just a ball of goodness.
Wow.
Oh, it's so good. The peanut butter ones are the best, though. Instead of nougat, it's peanut butter. Oh, my Lanta, dude. They're so good.
I mean, I get out of control sometimes. You've seen me at a Waffle House.
Yeah, that's once a year when you come down. Dude, speaking of which, we need to go hit up Waffle House when you come down. If we get to go to Kansas City, that is.
Yeah.
We need to go hit up Waffle House.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't have a comic shop anymore. I'm sad. I'm missing out on Spider-Man. Yeah, I remember you saying that it was closing down. That's tough, man.
Didn't find anyone online to ship it.
Yeah, did you find any online retailers?
Damn.
Fairy Tail is really good, but season 3 of Castlevania just dropped on Netflix. Yep. That's an awesome anime. So yeah, I knew Warren Ellis was doing it. I grew up playing the video games. On my little handheld, like I had like the old school, like the handheld shit, but like the Tiger systems. I don't remember what they were called now, but anyway, so I grew up playing Castlevania on Nintendo and stuff, and so I really wanted to watch it, and I tried watching season 1, and I just had a really hard time with it. I don't think it's the show. I think I just had ADD or some shit, and I just could not focus, but I saw that season 3 came out, and I was like, I need to redo that. Yeah, I definitely need to redo that. See, Goo Goo clusters are tasty. Told you, man, they are the shit. And like they're like in downtown Nashville, they have like a Goo Goo cluster shop. It's like right across from the Johnny Cash Museum. The problem with that area is it smells like piss. It smells so incredibly bad. So incredible. It's like this really nice clean shop, and they have like funny shirts that say like get your hands off my Goo Goo. Like you better not, like there's another one's like you better not touch my Goo Goo. Oh dude, it's so funny. But anyway, you got to have a Goo Goo cluster. I think I actually know of a place here in Omaha that sells them. When you come to, we'll fucking go get a Goo Goo cluster, and you're gonna eat one.
Goo Goo cluster.
Did not find a shop. Well, that sucks, man. Hey, what's up, Mike? Coming in late. Sounds like the show's winding down. It is winding down. Yeah. Any good custom? I have my 3 Impulse binds coming in and Superboy Volume 1 coming in. I just prepped Superboy Volumes 2 and 3. I need to prep Volume 4 and get those sent out to complete my Superboy run. And then I have a lot of Batman and detective stuff that I'm doing from the Rebirth, like the 2016 forward run that I need to get done. Mike, what do you got?
I don't have any coming in, but probably by the end of March, I think I'll have like
1,000
between 15 and 20 that I'm going to be submitting. So it's going to be an expensive fall.
All right, we're going to give Mike 5 seconds here. We're going to go run through these real quick because I know he's getting tired. Do you have a link to Marvel? How much would it cost? Marvel Unlimited runs right around $10 a month. If you just download the app on your phone or tablet or whatever, it'll pull it all up and make you sign up and all that good stuff. So I do recommend that. Quick question off topic. If DC fired everyone, oh, I love these. If DC fired everyone but 4 writers to write all of their books, who would you pick? You want to go?
You can go first, I guess.
We'll just bounce. How about we just bounce back and forth?
Okay, fine.
James Tynion.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the same page with that one too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind him writing all my books.
Okay. Grant Morrison.
Damn it. Yeah, me too. I love me some Grant Morrison.
Writers. I almost named an artist. I'm
gonna throw Tom King's name in the ring.
I'm torn on that one. I don't know if I could do that one. I'm torn on that one.
And then
John Ostrander.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I would do John Ostrander. I know he probably doesn't do a whole lot anymore. Obviously, we haven't seen his name in a while. But if I could choose anybody, I would do John Ostrander.
My last one would have to be Jeff Johns.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Why can we do 5? Because I would say Jeff Johns and Jeff Lemire.
Oh, damn it, man.
Right? Jeff Lemire's a wizard. You gotta have him in there. So if we could do 5, I would do Jeff Johns and Jeff Lemire as well. But I need Ostrander in there because he did The Spectre, and it's like one of my favorite books of all time.
Jeff Lemire's a good one.
That was an excellent freaking question.
Yeah, that's a fun question.
Jacques, what's up, Jacques? Warren Ellis wrote Castlevania. You're gonna have to put on the must watch. Yes, I'm actually gonna try to rewatch that myself. Triple C, I'll send you guys some pics. It's huge light up base, eyes, and belt and chest piece, 2 heads. One lights up, the other comes with 2 Omega beams, like laser smoke coming from the eyes. Fight. Jesus, man, send us an email. I want to see that. Nice. Yes, I seen that huge bet. Yes, I'm gonna be binding all of those here very soon. Custom binds. I personally in the US, I utilize either Haushin Bindery or Omaha Bound Entertainment, and they utilize Haushin. Or currently I'm utilizing Herring and Robinson. So I have used Heroes Rebound in the past as well. But I think currently, just due to budget and how many books I'm going to be binding this year, I'm going to roll with more simplistic styles and stick with Herring and Robinson, and then do some really awesome dust jackets.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
And Mike does layman bindery in Canada.
In Canada, you don't want to do
that. The package was 87 pounds, close to 30. Jesus, was that like a $5,000 statue? But how would I read it? On your tablet, Marvel Universe, man. Tablet, phone, computer. You can do it on your computer as well. Jeff Johns for me. Yes, he's up there. Williamson and Snyder, though.
Snyder. Yeah.
Oh my God, Joshua Williamson. How could I forget that one? That's like one of my favorite writers, dude. But I'm so far behind on the Flash right now that I don't know if it's any good because I'm so far behind on the Flash. I need to play catch up on that one, so I'm done with Detective.
Peter Tomasi's a good writer.
Fuck, Tomasi's so good.
It's tough.
If you're down, okay. So last question, then we're gonna let Mike go to bed. What would be your 4 for Marvel? Okay, now I'm gonna throw in Joshua Williams. I know he doesn't write for Marvel, but I'm gonna make him write for Marvel.
Jonathan Hickman for me is definitely.
Yes, Hickman. Hickman's a big one. Hickman is an absolute must.
Just write all of it.
Jeff Lemire again. Hey, Jeff Lemire could be. You could have Jeff Lemire in the Marvel world. He did both. Yeah, he's done both. Colin Bunn's done both. I don't know. I like Colin's indie stuff a lot better though. Huh?
Garth Ennis has written for both too. God.
Ooh. Garth. Okay, well, since I didn't pick Garth for DC, I will pick Garth for Marvel. So I will say Garth Ennis for Marvel, Jonathan Hickman for Marvel.
Rick Remender was pretty good at Marvel. I'll put him up there.
Yeah, Jason Aaron all the way. Gotta go with Jason Aaron. And I don't think I could do Remender. I would have to go.
I mean, I'll put Al Ewing up there. He's been crushing.
I have enjoyed the shit out of Al Ewing lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Hickman, Ewing, Ennis, and Aaron. I think that would be my Mount Rushmore of Marvel. Yeah.
Those are they've got some.
Nick Spencer. Nick Spencer's fun. I really love Scotty Young. Like, I know he's more known as an artist, but his writing is so much fun. Did you ever read Strange Academy?
not. Sorry,
You
man.
son of a bitch, read it. It's my pick of the week. You got to read it.
Okay.
No, I got someone in the Facebook groups under retail for 7. Oh, hot damn. Yeah, I want to see this. Hickman, Aaron, Cates, and Ewing. So we agree on 3 of the 4.
3 out of 4.
I love Cates' indie stuff.
Yep.
Love Cates' indie. Not a big fan of the Marvel, but I love his indie. Hickman is definitely at the top, and Jason Aaron. Joe Hill. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, Joe Hill's so good. I forgot he's with DC now.
It's a great time to be reading comics, I guess.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We could just, hey, so you guys, next time we do a broadcast, I don't know when it's going to be, unfortunately. We'll try to get stuff posted on our Instagram and things so that way people are a little bit more prepared. But I don't know about Mike. I can't speak for him, but I had a shit ton of fun tonight. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was dragging ass today at work, and I came home, and this just pepped me up. This was a lot of fun. I love the questions. So maybe we could do this again next week, and we can kind of dive more in when we have a little bit more time. This is way too much fun.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, we could talk about artists next week.
Yes, let's do artists next week. If you guys join us, we'll try to post, like I said, on our Instagram when we're going to be going live. Mike's going to be in Brazil for a while, so we'll have to see when he gets back. But
maybe we'll do one from Brazil. We'll see.
Yeah, if they have good hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we'll see.
But awesome. Well, thank you everyone for watching and joining and commenting, and for the Patreon subs and everybody else. Thank you guys very, very much.
You guys are the best.
Yeah, no, this was probably one of our best live shows ever, in my opinion.
Yeah.
God damn, this was a lot of fun. It sucks it's so late. All right, but anyways, thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful weekend. UFC fights tomorrow night. Woo! Power is yours.
Stay classy, internet. Until next time.